Magic. Hi, kid trying to get me to take her Sharpie. Friday, May 29th, last day I have to spend with all of you guys in one place. I am going to do two things, hopefully after school today, if I can remember at some point, maybe during second period. I write down for yesterday the notes that I use when I talk, and it has the little quotes that I put on there to help inspire me and stuff like that. And I had a kid ask for a copy of them. What I'm going to end up doing is sending out that as an email, and then I'm also going to send it out as a remind message. So if you're on remind, that
I thought we were allowed to sit on our backs.
yeah, that's fine. If you're not blocking people, if the people behind you, you're out of luck. Choo, choo, choo.
Wait, what?
They said they'd sit up.
I'm not blocking anybody.
Hey, who is
That's
the
not in
earbud?
that room. So if you block people, you're out of luck.
Daniel.
Yeah, just pass that around.
Anyway, I'll send it out as a remind message also, and so you guys can get it that way if you want. If you don't want it, then it's easy, just delete it, and it goes away and problem solved. But since I had kids ask, I figured that was the easiest way to do it. I had not planned on having class with you today, so yay for the bonus on that one. Today I spend a lot of the time, I give kids choices with the stories. And what I'll do with them is they have a choice of either having another deep conversation, like the one yesterday, because I didn't get a chance to get through all of my information, and there's other information that I can get into. Or I can give them an uplifting conversation. Well, maybe not uplifting. Another one where you get to laugh at me. Lighthearted, that's the word we'll go with. Deep or lighthearted, and I give them the choice over which direction that they want to go with. So, and then I will post those onto YouTube also for people to watch. You guys won't get that choice because I won't have as much time with you. So it's just one of those drawbacks the way things work out. That was skills, dear.
Yep.
Skills. Maeve, you're up.
Don't throw it to her. No.
Go ahead and take whatever story you want, because mine's already taken.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so like, what if all the
I have one.
Like everyone chooses deep, or like everyone chooses lighthearted, would you still make a video and say the other one?
That would be just a gift for me. You need to sign it. I won't get a chance to until after school.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, then can I put it to you at the end of the day?
Yes. And then come back on Monday.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna do
know.
ceiling
Yeah, I
tonight.
figured you would. There's every chance I was going to run into you.
Bye,
again.
Eleanor. Bye.
So I don't think every class will choose the same thing, but who knows? We'll find out as we get farther into it. As long as my voice holds out, because I went to the Weird Al Yankovic concert last night, and there was lots of yelling and screaming. If you don't know who Weird Al Yankovic is, 1, shame on you. 2, you just lost all of your nerd cred. 3, if you don't care about nerd cred, then shame on you. Go back to number 1. And so Weird Al is a nerd artist, rapper. He makes fun of other songs, stuff like that. He had a U2 album that came out, stuff like
He
that.
did Fat by Michael Jackson.
Did Fat by Michael Jackson.
Oh, I love that.
There's this new website out called YouTube. You can type stuff into it, and you can look up Weird Al, and my daughters have been doing that, so they really love Weird Al, and so we went to that last night, but it was exhausting. But for you guys, one, as long as my voice continues and does not fade on me, it's been a good year for you guys in my class in general. I've enjoyed it. Advanced classes go back and forth for me over the years. And sometimes they are a pain in my butt, and sometimes they're really, really good. And one of my best classes I had was 3 years ago, the current class of juniors. And a lot of them were your counselors when you guys were at camp. They're the ones that gave me that Zac Efron poster that's back over there that says 4th period. And I told them at the time that they were just a solid group of kids. The way that they gelled and the way that they bonded and the way that they got together was impressive, especially because my other class period I had, which was 6th period, was one of my worst ever advanced classes I ever had. The one that your brother was in.
Oh!
Class.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm a little better.
You
When did
are
you have
the-
Chatty?
Who?
Chatty?
Chaffee.
Christian
Wait, you never
Oh,
told
yeah,
me a
called him
story
that.
of what he did.
Yeah, I know. I had him and he was in the 1st period. It was years ago.
He was? Wait, was he in advance?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But you guys, have been one of my top classes. In all honesty, you guys have been really good this year. And a lot of it goes from the fact that you guys bonded well as a group, which helps tremendously. As much as your shenanigans entertained me. Yeah, finger pointing on that one.
Hey,
Oh, with the clown.
Trust me, I'm
And she scared me.
well aware of the finger pointing going on.
I know.
no, I didn't.
I'm
I
s-
did with the shovel.
Day's not
Alright,
over.
you all have this.
There's still shoveling that can happen. I would stop shoveling. That would be step number 1.
Yeah, you're still shoveling.
Your yearbook is on top of that stack right there. Look for the one that has your name on it.
Guys, I want to hear the rest.
Me too. I won't lie to you. You definitely did irritate me at times. Some of you irritate me more than others at times, but also some of you have entertained me at times. So what I want to say is thank you. As a teacher, you don't always get classes that you enjoy. And thank you for saying you're welcome. And so teachers teach because they enjoy. And it's what motivates us and keeps us going. And I had some rough class periods this year. And I'm very honest with my class periods when I tell them that they are rough. They're not bad kids, but when they get together, they're a bad class. And I had classes this year that were very rough that I had to yell at more than I wanted to. And you guys made me start my days with a smile. There were very few days where...
Seriously though, I was like, I always tell my parents, I'm like,
Be quiet.
It helps if you have a sharpened utensil and you want to do 2 jabs to the trachea. It opens up holes in the throat and it prevents the talking. So when he talks, it's just 2 quick jabs like that. Not in the head, that just causes brain
just
damage.
right there.
Yeah, in the throat.
I like doing that.
Oh, yes.
It's things you learn. But I know it's not something you guys oftentimes think of as students, is what the teachers necessarily think of you as a group, as much as you guys think of what the teachers think of you individually. But as a teacher, I often think of my classes as groups, as a group mentality, because you take on the mentality of the class. Because that's happened in previous classes. The one I talked about with Thistle's brother. I had good kids in that class. One of my favorite top students of the year, who comes back next year as a cadet teacher for me, was from that class. And I have kids that now I like, but at the time I was not happy with. Because they attacked each other. They attacked each other a lot. I had kids in that class who were nerdy and dorky and were didn't fit in socially. Because that happens in advanced classes. There's smart kids who don't fit in with other people. And part of what I do is I don't judge people. I don't care if you're dorky. I don't care if you're smart. I don't care what group you fit into. But in that class, they attacked each other. Whenever a kid would start to talk, they would laugh at them, and they would giggle, and then they would say little comments when they talked, which angered me to no end. To the point where I had advanced kids that I had to stop class to just yell at them, which I've not had to do in a long, long time. And it was a tough class. Even though I had good kids that came from that class, those were my favorite kids that came from it, it was a rough class. You guys aren't that class. You guys are a class where you bonded and came together. I know we have kids in here that don't necessarily get along socially, who don't necessarily get along person to person, but you did it while you were in my classroom, and I appreciate that.